Hi guys, welcome to Comfort Life channel. It's Irina here today and always. In this video I would love to touch the topic that is very important for everybody, very relevant for me personally, and that would be stress. So why is stress so bad? You've probably heard about flight or fight saying, and I would love to talk a little bit more in detail what happens to your body during stress and why it is really so bad. I'm doing this because I'm going to talk about adaptogen herbs in the future, and I think starting with stress and then why we need those herbs is like a better idea, better approach to do so. It's because people say, you need to eliminate stress, and that sounds so easy, but that's not, because sometimes the stressful situations, they are in the core of our everyday life. And I think that the first step is to face the stress. Maybe take a pen or a pencil, maybe type it, everything that makes you stressful throughout the day. And don't be afraid, don't be scared, ashamed of anything that comes to your mind, because maybe you're a special someone, or maybe even your kid might be a stressful situation, maybe the behavior of this people or something else. And then, because that would be the sort of like the end point, and you would need to find all the causes why you feel that. Maybe lack of sleep, I'm the best mom only when I sleep and rest, and so maybe that, maybe maybe you need to talk to that person, maybe you need a completely different approach. And by sort of solving these different tasks that make yourself stressed, you will be able to tackle your stress. So it's not something that you can't touch. That's what I like to talk to people about, because eliminate stress, and then like, what is stress? What should I eliminate? Like, I can't even understand that phrase actually. So I think when we start breaking down the stressful situations one by one, then little by little you tackle it, so you win, right? So that will be your response. So slowly, but you're steadily moving towards your goal. That's the main purpose here. Now, we all know about that flight or fight response that your body has, that would have saved our ancestors back in the day, right? And the short-term stress is possible, the stressful situation that happened and then it passed and that's it. So that is good, because it would give you the energy. That there are benefits to that, believe it or not. And among those benefits would be the increased brain activity, the expanded airways, increased heart strength, and increased blood flow to the organs. But unfortunately, our bodies are not meant to sustain the stress over a long period of time, which happens to us. Also, do not forget that lack of sleep is stressful to your body because of the hormones and chemical reactions that will happen. I will talk about it in a second. And I think sometimes it's hard for people to cope with stress, because it sounds like something huge, something you can't even fix. So that's why, again, I think we should start one by one. But in the end, just think about all those negative effects of long-term stress in your life. And they're huge, like really huge, that least, and that it's serious. I want to just stress that. I want to make sure you understand it's very serious. So don't just let days pass without trying to fix it. Now, among the side effects would be fatigue, or maybe, if you feel wired. That's very common. A lot of time on the phone is stressful to you too. If you don't have enough of rest, your brain doesn't rest, your eyes don't rest. So depression and anxiety, obviously, and it will lead to overeating, to maybe, you will indulge yourself in alcohol, smoking. So all that, are just the things that come out from the main thing. So just next time you're feeling like, I want to have a glass of wine, not because I am happy and relaxed and I want to read a book a little bit, but because you're stressed and your mind sends you that signal, pause and come back to the root cause of the problem. Now, poor metabolism obviously is a huge one. Poor digestion, of course. You will have elevated cortisol and even blood sugar, which in turn might lead to developing diabetes and excessive abdominal weight. Now, IBS, that irritable bowel syndrome, is also part of the poor digestion, the gas and the bloating and pain, sometimes even constipation, really all come from that root cause of the problem. Decreased detoxification of your body cannot function, properly. Now, even decreased libido could be one of the side effects of ongoing stress. Definitely increased inflammation, insomnia, cognitive and memory issues, slower healing, wound healing. And for me, that is huge. It's the decreased immune function. I notice this every time I'm stressed. If either I had a stressful situation or I didn't sleep enough, or the entire week has been crazy, I would have the signs of the decreased immune system. If you're interested what I develop, I might let you know. But it happens to me right away. Right away. You need to pay attention to all these symptoms, because sometimes you have them and you do not know what's really causing them. So you start yourself on antidepressants, tons of different supplements for digestion, maybe sleeping pills, all that. But this is only masking and worsening the problem, and you do not try to think about the stress in your life. Now, I want to talk a little bit about adrenaline. We all know that we have that in excess during a stressful situation. It might act as a hormone and also as a neurotransmitter. Why is that really important? So neurotransmitters, they travel through your nervous system rather fast. And your enzymes will break neurotransmitters very quickly. So their effects are really short-lived. Adrenaline acting as a form of a hormone is a different story. Hormones, they travel through body acting on cell receptor sites. Hormones, in contrast to neurotransmitters, they move more slowly, and of course they will also take longer to be broken down and eliminated. Eventually, the stress hormone cortisol will, get itself in the picture, in action, releasing a steady stream of sugar from your storage into the bloodstream. To fuel the perceived stress demands what? Demands shifting your levels of energy and fatigue, as well as wakefulness, sleepiness, and metabolism. And these stress-related compounds are an essential part of your health. But chronic stress, it throws them out of whack, and thus puts your body out of balance very quickly. I would say almost instantly. So, and we all know that as we think our ancestors trying to escape from the danger, they would run, they would do something. So I always believe that exercises, when you move, it helps you to sort of clear those stress hormones from your system quicker. Because, when you have stress, it doesn't give you a physical outlet, compared to our ancestors. So now regular exercising, maybe just walking, could be a very good step already to start to help yourself to fight that stress on a regular basis. So all in all, this is not the video about tips of how to relieve the stress, although I gave you pretty much a very steady plan of action, how you could do, trying to identify the triggers, the stressful situations. I understand if your job is the stress, this is not a very easy fix to just quit the job, right? Or if you have a toxic friend, although that's easier done than said. I mean, if you have toxic people around you, I think it will be, this is very damaging in the long run. So if it's possible to just limit the amount of time you could spend with them, that'd be incredibly beneficial. Just don't forget, this is your life, and it's not going to be forever, unfortunately. I think about these things more and more recently. So just try to act on it. Think that nothing will last forever, and that should be your main thing to begin doing things. It has to be done rather sooner than later, don't you think? So, of course, there are regular meditation practices, breathing techniques, or just regular breathing. When I'm stressed, sometimes when we are stressed, we forget to breathe. That just happens. Pause and breathe. It would take your mind off things sometimes, help you to concentrate, and also relieve that stress hormones. And finally, you can take action with herbs, which I will be talking in my next videos, adaptogen herbs, if you're interested, so stay tuned. I guess I don't want you to feel confused, so the main purpose of the video was to tell you how your body, all that chemistry is very real when you're under stress. how sometimes just standing on the red light makes you stressed. So it's not caused by the red light itself, right? It's caused by maybe you are really tired, or you need to, if you know, for example, I've had a friend who was even developing panic attacks. Let's say he needs to go somewhere and he would be always late, and he would stay the red light, or there is a traffic jam or something. He would have almost close to the panic attack during that time because he's in rush and he can't pull through. And the only possible way to fix it, what do you think could that be? That would be plan your schedule better, because you can't eliminate the traffic lights or any accidents on the road, unfortunately, but you can plan your road ahead so you have some time, so you know that you could travel safely, you're not speeding, so you're going to make it there on time. So just trying to tackle this is more, it's something more, something that you can touch, something that you can change, rather than eliminate the stress. All right, what does it mean? It's not that easy to do. So, and starting slowly, you would think that sometimes what helped me, if you're in the same situation, for example, with your husband, and you always feel stressed, you need to train yourself and make yourself understand that maybe your response could have been different. Because if you let yourself go with anger and anxiety, the whole situation is mixed up and everything. So you could pause and come back to that later, and you need to do something. Always do something. If it's not huge, it doesn't have to be. You start little, those little steps will lead you to a great result in the end. If you want to talk more about it, if you're interested in anything about this topic or something related to the topic, let me know. I will be happy to work either with you or make a video about that, because managing stress is important for us to have that vibrant, optimal health, to be happy and give that happiness to other people, be so our family, or maybe friends. So all in all, guys, thank you for being here with me. It's a very serious topic for me, so I always get like deep thoughts talking about it in my head. So I wish you to start doing something, really. Take that pen right now today, and make a plan, because you can make a plan. Nobody but you can make that plan, can make the change for yourself. There's nothing more important. So if you like this video, please put a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. Any questions, let me know. Send me an email, write something in the comments, say hello finally, and together, staying motivated, we will manage the stress levels. We will do our best. All right, guys, see you later. Bye.